Well, she has a mind of her own, and she'll stick up for what she thinks is right, regardless of what I would think. She would. So she didn't always have her way, but she had a way of having her way. I went in with this other chap, so we were equal partners, and his wife wasn't anything to look at, but she was a real good bookkeeper, so she tried to keep a toe on that. But Joyce's skills was in all the records, in the record department. And when people come in the store, well, she would, looking for records, she had a good knowledge in records and who the people were, who was singing and all that.
I've written 2 biographies, one about myself, well, autobiography, and one about Don. And the reason I decided to do this, I thought, when we're not here any longer, I want our children to have something about us, something they can read and know that's the way we felt and that's the way we are.
She is still on my payroll. I did accounting after I got out of the, and so back in those days, when that was before we had computers and printers and all this stuff, well, she did all the paperwork for me, and so I would write it out, and she would fix up all the paperwork and so on. So she got paid. Oh, this is going back a few years, and it was she got paid $50 every 2 weeks. Well, somehow or other that is stuck in her mind, and she doesn't do any of those things anymore, but she still thinks that she should get that $50. Well, I'm still paying her that $50 every 2 weeks over and above everything else.
And it just kept building up in my mind to the point I had to write. I just had to write it down. The first one, once I started, I could barely put the pen down. It was so exciting to me and cathartic. It brought back things that I had forgotten over a period of time. Like when I lost my father, my feelings about that. I just put it all down on paper, and I was quite happy about the result, and I think my children were happy about it. When he lost his fingers in an industrial accident, a month and a half after we were married.
6 weeks, yeah.
And when I went in to see him, well, we'd only been married 6 weeks, and he was positive I didn't want to be married to him any longer. And I certainly straightened that out in a hurry. I got really mad.
That's when I found out who the boss was, right?
So that was the hardest time of our life, I think. There were other problems.
Now we even hold hands with, you know.
Okay. Yeah. That little finger. It's very strong.
What I like about Joyce, well, what is there that I don't like about her? I don't. I don't know what to say about her. I like her, I love her, that's every bit of it, yeah, every bit of her.
It's a very broad spectrum, but essentially just she encompasses everything that I see to be a good person. She, even though she's older and it hurts sometimes when she stands up and sits down, I'll still come in now and she'll say, do you want something to eat or drink? And, you know, she'll go to fix me it. And the fact is that you know, even though this kind of isn't the most comfortable thing for her to do, she'll still do it out of you know, out of respect and just sheer goodness. You know, along with as well being a gracious host, she's probably the most respectful person I've ever met. She doesn't judge anyone by any means, and she's just she's just a good person. That's...
Well, Joyce, you won't believe me if I tell you, but I thought it was a real good tour all the way through, and I'm going to get in trouble if I go on. What more can I say than I know you're going to beat me over the head after you see this. Well, just don't leave me. The best thing I like about her is that if I want to find anything in the kitchen, I ask her and she tells me where it is. So that's one good reason that I want to keep her, or keep you.